Pierce Brosnan breaks silence on the next James Bond? Could it be Tom Hardy? The question that never gets old in the world of cinema is once again echoing through headlines and conversations. Who will be the next James Bond? With Daniel Craig officially stepping away from the role after No Time to Die 2021, the mantle of the world's most famous spy is ready to be passed on, and former Bond actor Pierce Brosnan has just weighed in with a name that's bound to excite fans. Brosnan, now 72, portrayed 007 in 4 blockbuster films between 1995 and 2002, GoldenEye, Tomorrow Never Dies, The World Is Not Enough, and Die Another Day. His portrayal of the British spy was defined by a suave charm mixed with steel resolve, blending old-school sophistication with 90s action flair. As one of the most beloved Bonds, his opinion naturally holds sway among fans and critics. When recently asked during a Hollywood Reporter interview about who he thought might be fit to carry the torch next, Brosnan at first stayed tight-lipped. "I have no picks," he said diplomatically. "I shall leave it open to the powers that be." His measured response reflected both respect for the franchise and recognition of the changing dynamics behind the scenes. Those powers Brosnan referred to include Amazon MGM Studios, which now holds full creative control of the Bond franchise. For decades, the series was overseen by Barbara Broccoli and Michael G. Wilson of EON Productions. Under their stewardship, the franchise maintained a strong sense of legacy and continuity, preserving many of the traditions that defined Bond. But as Brosnan acknowledged, things are changing. It's a very exciting moment in the history of James Bond. Now that Barbara and Michael have relinquished the reins of it, the next era of James Bond could look very different, and it might begin with a new kind of actor. That's where Tom Hardy enters the picture. When the interviewer brought up Hardy, Brosnan's MobLand co-star, the former Bond couldn't hide his enthusiasm. "Oh, Tom would be wonderful," he said, his voice reportedly lighting up. Though he quickly followed with caution, "There's so many great actors out there who could portray this character. I have no idea who. I wish whoever it is great success." Tom Hardy, 47, has long been a fan favorite for the role. Known for his gritty performances and intense screen presence, Hardy possesses the physicality, depth, and charisma required to reinvent Bond for a new generation. From his role as Bane in The Dark Knight Rises to his leading part in Mad Max Fury Road, Hardy has proven he can handle both action and emotional complexity. But is Hardy too well-known or too edgy to fit the Bond mold? Some fans believe so, yet others argue that he could be exactly what the franchise needs. The modern Bond, especially post-Craig, is expected to be more emotionally layered, darker, and even more morally ambiguous. Hardy's style might just be the perfect evolution. Beyond Hardy, other names have circulated for years: Idris Elba, Richard Madden, Henry Cavill, James Norton, and more. Each actor brings a different tone and possibility to the role, but none has yet been officially confirmed. The producers have remained notoriously tight-lipped about casting, with speculation peaking and fading as time goes on. With Amazon now charting the course of Bond's future, the possibilities are wide open. The streaming era could bring new storytelling approaches to the franchise. Could we see Bond in a series format? A more diverse or younger Bond? Or will the studio stay faithful to the cinematic roots that have made the franchise a multi-billion-dollar institution since 1962? One thing is clear: whoever steps into the role next will carry the weight of an enormous legacy. Bond isn't just a character, he's a cultural icon, a symbol of British cool, and a mirror for changing attitudes toward masculinity, espionage, and international politics. As Brosnan put it, "I wish whoever it is great success." Coming from a man who once owned the role with class and style, that blessing carries more than just sentiment. It's a torch being passed, if only symbolically. Whether Tom Hardy or another rising star dons the tuxedo and orders the next martini shaken, not stirred, the world will be watching. The next chapter of James Bond is about to begin, and the excitement is building like never before.